again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Life with Mkoko Kenya. Of late, I haven't been posting. Forgive me. Namaste. How are you? Where are you? When you are in India, namaste. When you are in Kenya, habari. Or niaje. Uko aje, uko freshi barida. When you're in Uganda, I don't know. I've forgotten. I don't know. So how are you doing, darling? When you're in Kenya, how is the economy? How are you coping up with the economy? Give us the tips, darling. Give us the tips to cope up with the Kenyan economy right now and the politics. Tell us, darling. So how are you? I don't know if at all I'm a good storyteller, but I don't have anything to tell you. I just want to know if at all you're good. If at all you have already come across this channel, and are you good? Do you need someone to talk to? Oh my God. Some of them will start saying that I'm a motivational speaker or I am a psychiatrist. Anyways, hugs for those people who are hurt. Hugs for those people who have lost their loved ones. Yeah. Hugs for those people who are still struggling like me. You do not have a job. Hugs. Another hugs to who? Hugs to people who have been sacked out of their jobs. Yeah. Hugs for those people who are on their jobs. Yeah, they want to quit, but they cannot do so. Let me change so that I can talk with my other hand. They want to quit, but they cannot do so. They cannot quit their job. Hugs to those people. Many hugs? Hugs to those people, by the way. Someone is going to say my nails, by the way. What a bad experience. But next time. So I was sending hugs, and if at all I've forgotten, hugs to those people whom their loved ones are in the hospital. Yeah, and hugs to those people whom they're just struggling with bills, life, everything. Yeah. And I've remembered a story. I have got only one grandma left. Yeah, my maternal grandma. So in Kenya we saying the mother to my mother. That is my grandma. Yeah. So I realized one thing in life. Okay, not being in the hospital bed or just in the hospital or not being sick itself is just a blessing. Like life itself, waking up in the morning when you're just good, when you're well, that is just, you're just rich already. Leave alone the money. Okay, the money, okay, all of us, you must have money. Yes, money is not a basic need, but as much as we are all struggling to get that money, to get the bag, but just waking up in the morning and you're just okay, you're not sick of anything, it is just a blessing. So I was telling you, my grandma right now is very sick, and I realized when your parent is stressed, you're also going to be stressed. So I realized the parent, I have both parents, so I don't know that feeling of losing a parent. Yeah. So I realized losing a loved one, not only a parent, but a loved one, a son, a kid, it is painful. How did I realize this? Ask me. It was on, let me say, there is this one day, we went to see grandma at her home, at my mother's home, my mother's original home. We went there. And first we escorted me and my brother escorted my mother to her home. Yeah, we escorted her, she said she was going to spend a night there. Okay, and then we said, okay, everyone should go to his and her home. Yeah, she went to her home. Me and my brother also went to our home. So everyone was literally going to their home. Yeah, she spent there a night. She said that she was going to spend there a night since my grandma has been very sick for some months, but it was worsening. Of late, it has been worsening. So she spent there a night, and we were just at home chilling. Okay, at our home now, our home where she got married. Chilling, just chilling. And she came back the following day because of one and two reasons. She came back to where now she got married, to our home, to my father's home. Not, yeah, yeah. And she wasn't good. You could just tell from her face, and she wasn't that cheerful as always, something of sort. Yeah. So I just guessed myself and said, okay, maybe, sometimes you can't ask what is really happening here because you look awkward. Forgive my hair, I haven't retouched. Team Jaja, Team Wajakoya. I haven't retouched my hair. Forgive it. And I'm a starter in locks. So, she came back. She wasn't good. Yeah, blah, 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 one and two. And then it reached in the evening, and then she told me, okay, your grandma is very sick. She came back and she didn't talk anything. So it reached in the evening, and we were not having dinner. After taking our dinner, our supper in Kenya, supper. Yeah, supper. So she was telling me, could you perhaps know a doctor? And I was like, what is the problem with Shosh? We call our grandma Shosh. And she said her health is worsening. Yeah, and the doctor that is treating her says that it is a must for her to be inserted the nozzle tubes, because she wasn't taking anything, she wasn't eating, yeah, she wasn't even drinking porridge, yeah. So they are supposed to insert the nozzle tubes so that they can feed her from the tubes, yeah. And the daughters, now my mother's sisters, my mother, yeah, the brothers didn't want that because they felt like, okay, that thing is very painful. You can imagine someone putting the tube into your nose. So my mother was looking for another way, so she asked me, me with my connections, I told her, let me look for maybe a doctor to come and examine her tomorrow. And maybe if at all there'll be another alternative, we do what? They look at it, because I was imagining that nozzle tube. And my grandma is not that old, but she's about 70 something. I won't disclose the real age, but she's about 70 something years, past 75 years. Not that old. Yeah. It is just sickness. So I looked for a doctor. Fortunately, the doctor came the next day in the morning, examined my grandma, and she was supposed to come to town, now away from our what? Is it? How is it called? Okay, I know you know. She was supposed to be carried to town now, and we arranged. My mother arranged, and also my connections, of course, how she's going to come tomorrow in the morning so that she can be admitted and at a good hospital, taken care of very well. Yeah. Before the next morning, my sister's mother rang my mother. Okay, called my mother. That is my other phone ringing, and I'm in the middle of the story. Called my mother, telling her our mother is getting worse. we need to take her to the hospital right now. So literally my other brother was at home. So we live in town and we have another home at home. We have another home at home. If you can understand, you can understand. If you know, you know. So my brother arranged for how they can transport my grandma to town in the middle of the night. They reached in town for, it's about a 1 hour 30 minutes drive, private self drive. They reached in town at 1 a.m. 1:52 a.m. Yeah, and then we went there. We went to the hospital, and then they walimshughulikia na daktari. Yeah, Kenyans in the house. Ooh, 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 shout out. So she was admitted. Yeah, and she was really bad. I wanted to tell you this point. Okay, I was the only granddaughter or grandchild in the room. My brothers were outside. I was inside with the sisters to my mother. How are they called? Are they called aunties or your other mothers? Aunties or your other mothers. So it was really sad. I felt that pain. Okay, the younger sister to my mother was really crying. Their last born, yeah, was really crying. It was so bad. I felt like okay, I felt that I can't say I felt the what? How is it called? Oh my, where has English gone today? It was bitter. It was so sad. Yeah, she was really crying. Like, losing a parent is really bad. Okay, I've never experienced it, but I saw it. My grandma is not dead, yeah, but how she was very ill, seriously ill. Yeah, she was unstable. So to be brought back to being stable, it was, I don't know how to describe it, but it was not easy. So at that moment, I realized, oh, my life is so precious. And when you wake up in the morning and you find that, okay, you are good, you are everything, and a parent is just someone who is important. A parent, whether your father, whether your mother, like the tears I saw in my sister's mother, their last born. Hmm? The last born, you get me? Okay, I've never felt that way. Yeah, because she is also my grandma. But you know I'm forgetting this word. You know how I'm feeling, how I did feel. You can't compare it with how the daughters, now my mothers, yeah, let me call them my mothers felt. Yeah. So the lesson of today, in conclusion, you can conclude yourself. Yeah, but a parent is important, and always appreciate for every life chance that you're being given by God when you wake up every morning. Yeah, that is just a life lesson that I learned in a day. Is it a day or some hours? Yeah. Though she hasn't recovered yet, but we're hoping for the best and also for a miracle. But I learned a lesson. From that, a big lesson. And thank you so much for watching my video. If you have reached this far, kindly, if you're coming back or you're a new what, if at all you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. And if at all you are new here, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified on my new uploads. Yeah, don't mind today, it was just a story time. I'm just in the house. Yeah. Subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. The bell is always where. Okay, bye, I love you. Subscribe.